Hey guys, Clumsy here, and in this video we'll be checking out the International LT from Galimim and Franck, Peru. Looks amazing, doesn't it? Yeah, so this released a couple of days ago, and I just couldn't resist because it's one of the rare brands that we see over here in ATS, finally in an international, and I'm not really familiar with the brand, so it's actually something I want to get into. As you guys might know, I had absolutely no clue before what trucking was all about, the industry of trucking, before I got into ATS and ETS2. So yeah, all of this is new to me. You can see how amazing it looks. It's definitely a looker, but it's also a frame rate killer, I think. So yeah, let's go and check it out. If we go to truck dealers, and thanks to the new mod dealer, you can see that there is a new dealer in town, the International. There we go. That's the guy. Thank you, Galimim, for optimizing this. So the original truck was by Franck, Peru, and Galimim modified it, optimized it, removed the unnecessary parts, made sure that the frame rate was as good as it can be. But still, it's a Franck, Peru model, so it's really heavy on the frame. So take that as a huge warning. As a matter of fact, let's go and take a look at the mini console, because I want to show you really how intense the number of triangles are. Now, this is not the only indicator of performance, so it doesn't always mean that you'll get super laggy, but it depends on your system. But it is a good measure, a good ballpark rather. So triangle count is 1.4 million, okay? So remember this number, 1.4 million in the exterior. And when you go into the interior, it's 5.3 million. This is one of the biggest triangle counts I've ever seen in a truck. So it's super duper large in terms of triangle count. 1.4 and 5.3. Is that the right one? And if we pick a bigger cab, I guess the triangle count will only grow more. Yeah, the biggest variant is 1.6, but you can see the different variants here, which are pretty cool. What I got is the day cab, right? Just for comparison, so 1.6 and 5. Actually now it's 6.2 inside, so even inside the triangle count goes bigger. So 1.6 and 6.2, okay? If you compare that with one of the most optimized trucks there is, which is the Mac R, one of our favorites. This is only 300,000 in triangle count. Compare that with 1.6. So this is the International is like 5-6 times more in terms of count. So that means heavier in the frame rates, and your system might not be able to handle. Inside, the Mac R is only 877. The International LT is 6 million. So that's times what? Times 6 almost. Yeah, so it's really heavy on the frames. But that being said, so far, from the few seconds that I've been driving the truck, it's been pretty smooth. It might be just my system can still handle it, but maybe it's also DirectX 11 doing its magic. So it's not that bad so far, but we will see. Okay, we will see. So there are a couple of different chassis options. Long chassis, different size of... Actually, the tanks are all the same, 280 gallons, but the chassis is 191, 214, and 231, with differing 6x2 or 6x4 configurations. Engines can be either the Cummins X15 or the International. Different variants. Now, I chose specifically the Cummins because this one was done by Krishboom. And of course, if it's done by Krishboom, you know that the sound is going to be amazing. It does have a badge there as well, which is pretty nice attention to detail. It changes depending on the engine type you choose. Very nice. I haven't actually tried out the international, but you guys let me know if that's good, okay? That's what I chose. Transmission, pick anything you like. I'm going manual this time around because I lost my trust in the automatic transmission already. It just shifts too badly, even worse than I do. As I mentioned, this is the interior. Interior comes with black cherry, diamond trim with black cherry. Oh, I don't like it. Not my color. I don't know. But maybe it's your thing. Not me though. And then there's the additional gauges. Either the gray or the cherry. No thank you. Alright, there. Not too much in the color department. In the paint job department, plain colors, but this looks pretty fancy. That's what I chose. Looks very fitting for an international. Yeah, but this is where it shines. The config options are just amazing, especially in the front of the truck. So let's go with that first. If you look here, metal deflector, yeah. Can put an emblem there. Plastic paint and chrome options for the grill. Actually for the border of the grill. But the grill itself can also be changed. Plastic paint and chrome. Yeah. What is this? I missed this. Where is that? You guys see it? Oh, there we go. Wheel arch. Over here. I missed that totally. Dang. Sneaky. Because the circle disappears when you go to the side view. Okay, so that's the trim there. And then the bumper, as you can imagine, can be changed as well. Can be changed to either plastic and paint, full paint, paint and chrome, full chrome. Oh, that looks so... Wow. That looks monstrous. Or a bumper chrome, which actually does not look bad. Normally, I hate bumpers, bull bars like this. But in this case, it kind of works, but I still prefer none. What I chose was a simple bumper paint. Because what I chose instead was to make this bit here chrome. You can make that paint or you can make it chrome, and this gives you a nice like U shape there. Chromey bits. I like that. And then you might have seen it, I clicked on it. You can even add a couple of accessories, chrome accessories here. Chrome decor on the top, at the bottom, or on both. Very nice. Metal fender guards. And there's one more. There was one more. If I can find the dot. Yeah, that one we also want. Where is it? Where is it? Somewhere deep inside here. That's the one. Chrome kick plate. Oh, that's over here. Chrome kick plate is over there. So you can make it as chromey, as plasticky, as painty as you want. Yes, those are official terms. And it all depends on your style. It's all up to you. You can even add side flares in here. I kind of like the paint and chrome combination, so we'll be keeping that one. Yeah. Over here can add some flags, don't really need it. Couple of beacons, horn adapter. This one I like. Vroom. Makes it perfect for those box trailers. Aerodynamics for the win. That makes the light adapter not compatible though, so you'll have to choose there. But yeah, as I mentioned a while ago, you have a lot of cabin options. You have all sorts of different combinations, and that's actually pretty good. Sun visor actually looks pretty nice as well. A custom chrome or a more streamlined approach, that kind of works. But what really makes this shine, because that from that point of view, it looks like something's lacking, and you can put in some hood mirrors as well, which makes it looks cool. But I will not do it personally because it's just such a huge drop on frame rates when you do that. The amazing thing here is this guy, a real game changer. Look at that. Look at the difference from without and with. Now if you want chrome, you definitely want to go with this setup. And that's what we're going with today. Something along these lines. Yes. From here, you can change the mudguards. I really like this. Galimim is fond of this flow below thing. I remember this in, I think, the VNR as well, and the VNL that he made. I'm not sure if this is part of Franck Peru's or he added it himself. Worked with some 3D modelers. You guys let me know if you have more info on that, okay? Yeah, that's how the truck can look. And yeah, it's super varied. That's only one combination. Can go inside. Couple of options in here. Where was that one? Exclusive wheel, yeah, that guy. Standard or exclusive options. Over here would be the hood mirror. Couple of accessories compatible. You make sure to download the Sizzle cabin accessories compatibility update, because the truck itself does not have accessories. You have to download the add-on as well. It's in the same page though. Just check in the mods list link. It's in the video description. Yeah, but aside from that, I think that's mostly it. Right? Let's just take a look at the other config quickly. From smallest to biggest. SKRS sleeper. Yeah. That looks monstrous, and that actually looks pretty nice, huh? That actually looks pretty nice. Good. Right. So we'll do a drive as with other mod spotlight videos, and this is actually 2019. Interesting. The International LT 2019. I guess that was released 2018. That's usually how it is, right? So we'll do a job here. We'll be driving from Tacoma to Astoria, and we'll be passing through Longview in the process. That will make me unlock all the cities in Washington, and I might get an achievement for that. Yeah, I'm selfish. And one more amazing news is that P16's 3D logo company, never know what the exact name is now released. 1.5. It changes Boeing. It changes the companies here in Washington. And I know that I've already had that before with Grimes' Real Company mod. But this one is from P16. So we'll take a look and we'll see which one I like better. Okay. So there are two current versions of the Real Companies mod. One is by P16 and one is by Galimim. You guys choose which one you like better. This time we're going to check out P16. So yeah, the Walmart there. The Coke here, I'm guessing. Let's hear the engine. Cummins Power by Krishboom. That actually sounds wonderful. Very nice. The thing that impresses me most about this truck though, as amazing as the exterior looks, the dashboard is beautiful. It's the a modern piece of art. Look at this. Look at that dash. Looks like a Tesla. Looks like a modern, a real modern car. And it looks like it's built normally for automatic transmission. Looking at the DNR there. But I'm going to drive this manual this time because I'm fed up with the automatic transmission in this game. I think I can do a better job. I think. Now there are other options. And the fuel economy is one of my favorites, because there's a bar there that changes, it moves. Let's try that. Trip driving, axle load, I don't think updates. I think it's a flat thing. A static thing. Speedo, yeah, let's go with the fuel economy. I think I like to test that out. Let's reset that. There's a key binding you can assign to reset your trip, which resets the fuel economy and the distance you've covered during that trip. Right, let's go for a drive. And I do have all of my mods enabled still. That's the same as last time. SIP's real traffic density mod is still here. Natural lux, of course. So we might get a few... Oh crap, I think my track IR is acting up. Sometimes it reflects the sunlight, so the head movement is a bit distorted. But let's see. I like that cat logo
Turn
there.
left.
That's Liam Neeson in the background. I really like that. Very classy voice navigation. Clumsy trucker parked there. What? If I were to buy a truck, I wouldn't color it either neon purple or neon green. But I guess to each his own. Hey, look at that.
In 0.1 miles, turn right.
So you can see the average trip, and I think that's the... That
Turn
might be the
right.
turbo. That bar. How is the frame rate? Frame rate looks okay so far. I'm looking at my CPU and GPU load. Still good. Now for reference, I am using a Ryzen 5 1600 and a GTX 1070. By
Keep
now,
left, and then
it's
turn left.
in no way state of the art, but it does the job pretty well. I might be due for an upgrade eventually.
Turn
I'm
left.
hoping, but we'll see. What the heck happened there? Looks like one of the truckers went to Clumsy Trucking Academy. Look at that guy. Yeah, that's the truck. It's hidden from view, but you can see one of the sides is lifted up. Good luck with that, bro. He might need a little nudge, I don't know. He's absolutely stuck there. Oh, poor him. It's going to cause some havoc. I'm guessing the Staples trailer is also part of P16's mod. So yeah, P16's mod is changing the... It's called the 3D logo company mod? Something like that. Something along those lines. And it changes not only the company logos on the buildings, but also gas stations. And we actually passed through a Love's gas station. I forgot to show you. Maybe you saw it in the background. I'm not sure if we passed through it actually. But it also changes the gas stations and the trailers. Make it more realistic. There's the Tacoma Dome. You guys told me about it. Actually, this might be a good screenshot right here. But I'll worry about that later. So far though, it's been pretty smooth. We'll see when the traffic gets thick. Over in these parts of the road, traffic is very much toned down, even with traffic mods. So I think in this area, maybe the ratio for traffic has been toned down by SCS. Because maybe, I don't know, maybe there are a lot of objects here already. So too many details. We'll see. We'll see. Hope you enjoyed the last silent trucking episode. I surely did. The one where we were on a detour and I was able to go through one of the other tunnels. First time going through there, we got the achievement for tunnel rat or something like that. It's actually pretty nice. And the truck, the Volvo VNL by SCS with the modifications from Alexei P. The interior exterior reworks.
Keep left.
Are amazing. But especially the updated EVR sounds, huh? Yeah, I really like it. And Chinix was commenting that the EVR sounds are much more accurate now. That the turbo whine is not as apparent anymore, which is pretty realistic. So I like it. And remember Gato was saying similar thing before. That the turbo whine shouldn't be too much. In this truck though, I'm not really familiar. I'm guessing the Cummins is really part of the selection when you buy this truck. But you guys let me know if you have more info, right? As I mentioned, I had no awareness even that an international brand even existed. That's how clueless I am. I still am, just a bit less, in the trucking industry. So I only know what ATS gives me mostly. So Kenworth, Peterbilt, and then as I got exposed to mods, I saw that there was a Freightliner and now International. To be fair, there were older international trucks already that were released, but maybe it just slipped my mind. Goldfish memory. As you guys might know. I am really liking this truck so far though. Very sleek. Very modern finish. I think in terms of dashboard, it's pretty cool. Pretty unique. Although I guess I might still prefer the Volvo VNL/VNR. There we go. That's one of the Love's gas stations. That was originally Hearts, I think, by SCS here in Washington. And then, but everyone knew it was a Love's reference. Fuel economy is actually pretty good with this truck though. I don't think I've ever gotten a 7 point something before in terms of fuel economy. That's actually pretty nice. Hey, I might like this truck even more. So yeah, let's see if this will become one of my favorites. But yeah, so far I have no complaints about it. It is supposedly a frame rate killer, but so far it's been pretty stable. But I guess if you add that on top of the really heavy maps, oh look at that train, it's a race. Maybe not, we can't see it anymore. Yeah, the thing is with Washington, everything has been optimized. SCS maps are super optimized.
And then exit right.
And the good thing about that is modders can then take some liberties.
Exit right.
In terms of making their mods more frame heavy. But if a modder makes his truck frame heavy and then you go to a map which is frame heavy as well, like in older parts of Mexico Extremo or in some parts of Viva Mexico, like what we encountered during the last stream, then yeah, you'll still get frame drops. I was driving through there during the last stream and I was using the Mac R. As you guys can remember, in the beginning of this video, I showed there we go. Achievement unlocked, the Evergreen State. Ah, feels good,
Keep
man.
left.
Nice.
And then turn left.
So the Mac R is one of the most optimized trucks out there, and even still,
Turn left.
it was still pushing my graphics card to its maximum when I was in some parts of Mexico Extremo and Viva Mexico. So map optimization is a really big thing. Okay, here I'm starting to see a few frame drops. I don't really count my frames, but I can notice the frame drops. Now it's stabilized again though. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I'm not in the habit of counting my actual frame rate. I just want to feel if it's smooth or not.
Continue straight.
Okay. Looks like these trucks are turning right. That's fine. It's a pretty interesting logo. Is that a real mechanic? No, it's just a prop. That's nice. But yeah, the truck is definitely a looker. Yeah. I wouldn't put hood mirrors here though. I think that's asking for too much trouble. But if you have a more powerful GPU, if you have a 1080 or even a 1080 Ti and maybe an Intel i7 or something that has a large clock, how do you say, high clock speed, single core clock speed, you might get even better frame rates. Because I'm using a Ryzen 5 1600 overclocked to around 3.75 gigahertz, and that's not really a lot when it comes to clock speed. single core clock speed. It's a great multitasker. Multi-threaded utilization is amazing. It's great for productivity and for
Continue
games that can utilize multiple threads. But it's it doesn't do good. Oh, Columbia River. We're crossing over to Oregon now. This is where we passed through the first time we crossed over to Washington. If you guys remember the first look video. Nice. Hear that turbo whine? Yummy. Yeah, I think I can do a better job of shifting than the automatic transmission. 35 speeding.
In 0.1 miles, turn right.
Which one? This one? Looks like the other one.
Turn right.
No right turn it says here, but the GPS says so. That looks like a bug. Yeah, because I guess normally if you turn right you should have taken the other lane. Yeah, I should have taken that one. That's a bug in the GPS. I'm guessing that's an SCS bug. Because this is the default map. Interesting. It's a very tricky road network. Let's hope no one saw me do that maneuver. But what was I saying? The multi-threaded thing, yeah. With DirectX 11, they improved that one. So the use of multiple threads here in Truck Sim is now more apparent, but still not perfect. So if you have a high clock speed, single core clock speed, then it's still better. Oh, also, I just realized I saw that there is an update incoming. Thanks to Davey for posting the link in the forums. Apparently, even if 1.35 is already out, they are still working on some bug fixes and further improvements. And I think one of the major changes that they are doing, we are in Astoria now, is they will actually remove the logic for the trucks. You know, when the trucks slow down during uphill, we've encountered that a lot in the Mexico Extremo map because there are a lot of hills there. And they're going to remove that totally, and it's a shame because I kind of like that. In a way, I don't like it because it triggers my impatience, because you really have to wait on them because they're super slow. But it's actually pretty realistic that each truck has its own power, and they are actually affected by gravity. This time, I think with the upcoming patch, they're removing that altogether. They're going back to the 1.34, the older version behavior. So the trucks will not slow down anymore.
Continue straight.
So it won't be as realistic. But I heard that Max commented this in the thread, the SES thread, that they are going to bring it back later, on a later version, because I think there is a flaw in the logic. And sometimes the truck stops totally. And I think there are more problems caused than what it gives in terms of benefits. So they decided to remove it in the meantime. But when they find a long-term solution, then
Continue straight.
Then they'll bring it back. Maybe in 1.36, we'll see. Wow, look at that fuel economy. 8 miles per gallon. Is that a good score for a truck? I did choose one of the smallest trucks though, the smallest engines, 400 horsepower with the largest torque. So it looks like it is working in our favor, but yeah, the highway definitely helped, and the stoplights definitely don't. Oh, wait a minute. No, that wasn't the bridge that we went on. That's this one. yeah, that was another bridge connecting the Washington and Oregon states. This was what we went through. My bad. During the first look video. I think we also went through that one in another stream though.
Continue straight.
Might be. But yeah, this strip here in Astoria is a really slow lane. Lots of traffic lights, lots of delays. And wait a minute. Oh, I thought that was an international. I'm not sure if this international is included in the traffic. I'm hoping that it's not. I'm going to beat the traffic. Red light, yes. I'm hoping it's not included in traffic. Hopefully we didn't see anything in the traffic that was an international LT. Because with how heavy in frames this model is, I don't think I'd want to see it in traffic. That will be really laggy. Having one international LT is enough. And what does LT stand for, by the way? Is that LT? Is that how you read it? Pardon my ignorance if I've been saying it wrong this entire time. So yeah, that is one of Jax's favorite trucks, the double the truck hauling the double hay trailer, because that guy is super slow when it comes to hills. That crawls down to I don't know, 5 miles per hour or something, and it just, oh, you will wait forever behind that guy. But with the upcoming update, we won't have to bear through that. So in a way, that's good. But I'm kind of going to miss the realism of that brings. But yeah, it's a temporary thing. Hopefully they introduce a more complete solution when it comes to gravity affecting the vehicles. I didn't really know what was wrong with it though. It seemed pretty fine to me. But okay. They probably saw a couple of exceptional scenarios. A roundabout in the US. I'm still amazed whenever I see this. Is this where we're going? Yes. How far away are we? Oh, almost there. Oh, looks like we'll be seeing the bridge here. Oh, let's go though. There's no boat nearby. Oh, there is. Let's slow down. Maybe we'll get to encounter it. Should we prioritize fuel economy or a sightseeing adventure? Sightseeing adventure, right? So let's slow down here. Let's make way. And stop before the junction. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Stop over here. Nice. Nice treat. Now, what? Yeah. So we saw this amazing animation, this special bridge animation in Oregon, but I have never experienced it in Washington. I have not experienced it in Washington yet, because I know there's also this kind of bridge there, the lifting bridge. I think I've seen it from afar, but not this up close. And like the rotating bridges, I haven't encountered them yet. Also the light show in Grand Coulee, I also haven't. So quite a lot of stuff we still have to discover. But this is pretty cool. Yeah, these special events give us something to look forward to, really. And the detours I've grown to enjoy again, as long as they're not as hardcore as the one we encountered in the detourception video. So as long as we don't have our detour setting maxed out, it should be pretty much realistic. One detour every trip is more than enough, or even less, but not more. I think during that time we had like 3 detours, and there was absolutely no way to get to the to the destination anymore. Can we go now? There we go, thank you. Don't die on me. Thank you. There we go. So far so good. I'm really liking this truck. It's a very nice change of pace. Different brand, completely different look. And so far frame rate has not been bad. If I'm feeling brave about it, maybe I'll bring the hood mirrors up, because it does add a little bit of coolness factor when you have hood mirrors. And they're especially useful if you don't have track IR, because like if you have this view, you have no visibility in your mirrors at all, and you would have to bring them up by pressing F2. If you have track IR, then you can easily look right, look left, but that's not accessible to everyone. So having hood mirrors there helps you make sure that you are staying in your lane, and no one is creeping up to you.
Turn right.
On your sides. Engine brake does not sound bad.
Turn right.
It does not sound as beautiful as the Mac R, the Cummins Mac R, Cummins M15, M11 I think, Cummins M11 by Krishbom as well. That is like, I think that's my favorite jake brake of all time. I love jake braking with that truck.
0.1 miles.
Music to
Turn
my ears.
left.
That's our stop right there.
Turn left.
Trucks only to the left.
You have reached your destination.
Thank you, Mr. Neeson. When Liam Neeson is on your side, you know you're going to get things done. Is there a GPS voice navigation for Keanu Reeves? Keanu Reeves has been in the spotlight for quite some time these past few weeks, with John Wick, with Toy Story 4, and with all the humility and all the amazingness he's been showing, with Cyberpunk as well. So many appearances and still being all humble about it. Amazing guy. Would be nice if there was a Keanu Reeves voice navigation. He also has a very distinct voice that you can easily recognize. Now, where do we park this thing? There we go, that's where we park. So what I can do is I can actually turn around here, so we don't do a blind side reverse. After all, there should be enough space, ideally. Yeah. Getting heavy on the steering wheel. I am still using the force feedback plugin. I think who was the original maker of that Supric, but it's been out for like, I don't know, 6 years, ever since the beginning of ETS2. And it's just so much more realistic than the default force feedback. Actually, I saw in one of the SES forums, in one of the threads, that one of the SES developers, he himself is using the force feedback plugin. It's that good. Oh, I think I'm overshooting a bit. One sec. There we go, that's the Boeing trailer. So which one do you like better, guys? The one from Grimes is blue background on white. That is... actually, is that how you say it? The one from Grimes is blue background. This one from P16 is white background. I think the blue background I like a little bit better, but I might be a bit biased because I really like blue, so you guys might have been able to piece out. There we go. That's the turn I want. There's the guy already waiting for the unloading. Over here should be good. Just turn a little bit to offset the turn. There we go. And then bring it back. Perfect. 7.7. I'll take it. I will take it. Also, I haven't been able to check the lights. The fade in and fade out is not part of the truck. That is part of the graphics mode, the Natural Lux graphics mode. Wait a minute. Where's the wiper? Oh, there it is. Okay, 3 settings as well. Nice. And the horn? Sounds like a Krish Boom horn. Yeah, Krish Boom horn from the Cummins probably. Same pack. Nice. Right, let's unload that thing and finish the video. Hope you guys enjoyed that short ride, this show and tell. Let me know what you think about this truck, and if you've driven it yourself, let me know how the performance is. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a nice day, and catch you in the next video. Clumsy trucking, everybody, and bye-bye. Look at that. What a beauty. Have a good one. Bye-bye.